October was a pretty big and notable month for Mac gaming. Some of these games are really unique. I've got some AAA games for you and some underrated titles also. Plus, most of these games were early access titles which have now become a full release, or some have been out for a few months but only just got ported to Mac. Anyway, here are 10 new Mac games which arrived on Mac computers in October of 2017. Starting at number 10, we have Heliborne. Here is your chance to get behind the cockpits of some of the best helicopters out there. You can operate classic machines way back from the 1950s to modern gunships. There are tons of missions and modes here to be tackled alone or with online players. Whether you want to play alone or with friends, one thing is for sure: the dynamic battles are intense and offer gamers strategy elements. Heliborne brings back the classic genre of helicopter action games, and boy, I'm glad it's here. Number 9 is Battle Chasers Nightwar. Inspired by classic console games, Battle Chasers Nightwar explores dungeon diving, storytelling, and turn-based combat. All this has been done brilliantly in a classic JRPG formula. I didn't really know this, but originally, this was a best-selling comic back in the late 90s, and had a very strong cult following. The comic style is definitely evident here through the game's artwork. Randomly generated worlds, traps, bosses, different heroes, and a crafting system is also available too. Number 8, we have Brawlhalla. It feels like this game has been in early access forever, but finally it has become a free-to-play full release. That's right, this one is completely free. This is a 2D platform fighting game with both online and local single-player modes. It is similar to Super Smash Bros, but less detailed. That isn't a bad thing, it is super casual and easy to pick up and play. Matches are really fun, featuring weapons, gadgets, and cool level designs. Number 7 is Road Redemption. Here is another game that was in early access for quite a while. This one is a racing game with a unique twist. The video game literally has players smashing their way to the finish line. You can earn money, kill riders with weapons, and perform robberies. Death comes quickly in this game, which will aggravate some, but it makes it really intense. Everything in your path is a dangerous obstacle, so be careful. It also has a multiplayer mode. Number 6, we have Overgrowth. Oh look, another early access game that has become a full release, la-di-da. Well, this one is different though, because Overgrowth has been in early access for, wait for it, 9 years. That is crazy. This is a parkour fighting game featuring a fast, acrobatic ninja rabbit. Yes, a rabbit. You'll pick off enemies throughout the campaign, choosing your own path. So, will you go in sneaky, or go in loud and proud, or use weapons to your advantage? This one also has no load times when you die, which honestly is fantastic. Number 5 is F1 2017. Racing games have been flowing onto macOS this year, and F1 2017 is a fantastic addition. This one was released for macOS back in late August, but it only just arrived on the Mac App Store in October. Plus, I never mentioned this game in August, sorry about that. You'll enter the 2017 World Championship and can race some of the fastest and most iconic F1 cars of the last 30 years. Warning, this game has some demanding requirements. Number 4, we have AER Memories of Old. I don't know if that's how you say AER, I'm just going off the ball here. Welcome to a brand new adventure game. In this one, players can transform into a bird, exploring amazing worlds, and then you can venture down to land exploring ancient ruins. AER Memories of Old has huge open worlds for you to explore, filled with secrets and discoveries. The game also has a strong focus on its minimalistic visuals and soundtrack that you can get lost into. Guys, this one doesn't hold your hand, it's up to you to find your own way. Which, honestly, is really cool. Number 3 is the signal from Tölva. I'm so happy the signal from Tölva has been ported to macOS. I was starting to think it would never arrive. This is an open world first-person shooter set on a futuristic world. You can unlock amazing weapons and request robots to assist you along the way. It's all about exploring and oh, more exploring. This means I have to warn you, some will find it to be tedious. But the world is aesthetically pleasing with great sound design that can keep you engaged. Number 2, we have A Hat in Time. This is an amazing game. It is fantastic. Not only do I think this, but so does the audience on Steam, giving it overwhelmingly positive reviews. I've been wanting to play an awesome 3D platformer for ages, but nothing has been taking my fancy until now. A Hat in Time features a cute little girl who must explore huge worlds and face challenging levels and bosses. The art design is also interesting. Can I say that? It is interesting. It is simple yet effective. This one is great because it doesn't overstay its welcome. And finally, number 1, we have Observer. Thanks to Aspire, Observer has landed on Mac and Linux in October. This is a very interesting horror title, set in a futuristic setting. You'll play as Dan Lazarski, I don't know if I've pronounced that correctly, an elite neutral detective otherwise known as an Observer, hence the title of the game. It is the year 2084, and players will need to hack and invade criminals and victims to find clues. Observer makes you question your own reality and sanity within the game. It is a truly frightening experience with a great story, sound design, and visuals. Wow, those visuals are beautiful. If you like horror games, please try out Observer. Which new Mac game from October is your favorite? As always, leaving a like is appreciated here as it helps out the channel. And pressing that notification button is also a good idea to be reminded of new uploads. Plus, here is something else, subscribing is a good idea to stay up to date with the latest Mac gaming news. Yeah!